Time now for Stranger Than Fiction, those 3 real news stories from the past week so unbelievable they have to be true. Here comes story number 1. Dateline Beijing. A retired man likes to collect old military magazines and books. Well, Chinese news reports say he bought a couple of books for $1 at a local recycling center. Turns out the books were not filled with old war stories. They were packed with Chinese military secrets. The books were supposed to have been destroyed by military employees, but instead, they sold the books for scrap. Story number 2, Dateline Africa. Elephants live in large, complex families and also have tremendous memories. Scientists have just learned that pachyderms also call each other by name. My elephant name is... Remember that, elephants. Story number, experts used computers to analyze elephant sounds. When they played recordings of their names, many of the elephants flapped their ears and lifted their trunks. I do that too. Story number 3, Dateline North Little Rock, Arkansas. 26-year-old Tivea Woodfork was at Golden Corral restaurant the other day when she gave birth to a baby boy. Making the buffet birth even more surprising, Woodfork didn't know she was pregnant. She is so happy about how things turned out on her visit to Golden Corral. Her new son's name is Tamar Kylan Corral Woodfork. This has been Stranger Than Fiction. Tune in next week. More real news stories.
All right, well, the idea is stay inside today.
Yes, we have a weather-worn day. We have some thunder showers coming your way, some hail on the way, and some heavy showers. So take cover at times this afternoon.
All right, we'll sit back in an hour.
Hello and welcome. I'm your host Aditi Singh and you're watching My India. India recently concluded its mammoth elections, marking the world's largest democratic exercise. With over 900 million eligible voters, the process spanned several phases and weeks. The results saw the ruling BJP-led National Democratic Alliance secure a decisive mandate, reinforcing its position and leadership in the world's most populous democracy. Well, here's the report. Take a look.
मैं नरेंद्र दामोदर दास मोदी Prime Minister Narendra Modi took the oath for his third consecutive term, marking a significant moment in India's political history. The swearing-in ceremony at the President's house was attended by dignitaries from various countries, senior political leaders, and prominent personalities. Modi's continued leadership reflects the strong mandate given by the Indian electorate to the National Democratic Alliance. Under his leadership, the government is expected to focus on economic development, infrastructure projects, and social welfare programs. Modi's third term is anticipated to further strengthen India's position on the global stage and address key domestic challenges with renewed vigor and commitment.
और मुझे पक्का विश्वास है ये 5 वर्ष वैश्विक परिवेश में भी भारत के लिए बहुत उपयोगी होने वाले हैं। दुनिया अनेक संकटों से गुजर रही है, अनेक तनावों से गुजर रही है, अनेक आपदाओं से गुजर रही है। ऐसी विकट परिस्थिति दुनिया ने बहुत लंबे अरसे के बाद देखी है। हर देश इन सारी समस्याओं के बीच अपने आप को बचाए रखना, बढ़ाते रहना, चुनौतियों का डगर डगर पे सामना कर रहा है। हम भारत वाले लोग, हम भारतवासी खुद नसीब हैं कि इतने बड़े संकटों के बावजूद भी हम आज विश्व की सबसे तेज गति से बढ़ने वाली इकोनॉमी के रूप में जाने गए हैं।
Following Prime Minister Narendra Modi's BJP-led National Democratic Alliance, NDA victory in the Lok Sabha elections, leaders worldwide extended congratulations, recognizing both Modi's electoral success and India's robust democracy. These felicitations highlighted the importance of strong bilateral relations and global cooperation. The widespread acknowledgement of Modi's victory underscored India's significance on the world stage and the international community's keen interest in its future under his leadership.
India is, of course, the world's largest democracy, and the election that just played out over the last 6 weeks was the largest exercise of democracy in the history of the world, and we commend the government of India, voters, and poll workers for this massive undertaking.
India's general elections, held in 7 phases, were a monumental event in the world's largest democracy. Voting to elect all 543 members of the Lok Sabha, the results were declared on June 4th, forming the 18th Lok Sabha. Out of 1.4 billion people, 968 million were eligible to vote, with a record turnout of 642 million, including an unprecedented 312 million women voters, the highest in history. The elections demonstrated India's organizational prowess, with over 68,000 monitoring teams and 1.5 million personnel, ensuring a smooth process. This remarkable participation highlights the inclusivity and vibrancy of India's democratic process.
We have created a world record of 642 million proud Indian voters. This is a historic moment for all of us, for the nation as a whole. 642 ever anywhere in the world in any of the electoral exercise. That's what is the number of voters. And this is, just to give you some small statistics, this is 1.5 times of the voters of all G7 countries. US, UK, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, Canada, all put together. We are comparing voters, not electors. And it is 2.5 times of the voters of 27 countries in the EU. That has been the incredible power of the voters of India.
The 2024 Lok Sabha elections reaffirmed India's status as the world's largest democracy, symbolizing its commitment to transparency, inclusivity, and effective governance. By upholding democratic values and ensuring a smooth electoral process, India showcased to the world its enduring dedication to democratic ideals and its capability to manage
विक्रम आ तो गए, जाओगे कैसे?
बड़े आराम से।
देखिए ये देश
हेलो, मैं आ रहा हूँ और हाँ, भगा कर ले जाऊंगा। सिक्योरिटी! प्रिया! भाग गए, पकड़ो उनको! हेलो! बोला था ना, भगा कर ले जाऊंगा। विक्रम!
एक हिंट तो देते?
हिंट?
बड़े आराम से।
Let's take our time with this feeling. Da 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 da.
Surat, in the western Indian state of Gujarat, is the global diamond hub. It is known for cutting and polishing about 90% of the world's diamonds with its skilled craftsmanship and advanced technology. Green Labs in Surat has recently gained attention for producing lab-grown diamonds, also known as green diamonds. Now, these diamonds, identical in properties to mined ones, are available at 1/10 the cost. And this innovation is driving growth in the Indian diamond industry.
A symbol of eternal love, diamonds are some of the most expensive jewelry in the world. If you're lucky to own this precious gemstone, chances are it came through Surat, the western port city in India, which serves as a mega workshop where 90% of the world's diamonds are cut and polished. Surat plays a significant role in the industry as a major contributor to India's gem and jewelry exports, contributing to approximately $40 billion in exports. Giving a further push to the industry, the city is now home to the world's largest trading center of diamonds, the Surat Diamond Bourse. Spread across 35.54 acres with 6.7 million square feet of built-up area, the center encompasses 4,500 offices for national and international traders. Dinesh Navadia, the regional chairman of the Gem and Jewelry Export Promotion Council and president of the Surat Diamond Association, believes it to be a great milestone for the country and sees it as playing a vital role in job generation and further bolstering the Indian economy.
जो सूरत डायमंड बूस यहाँ सूरत के अंदर बिल्डिंग बना है, वो ऐसे देखें तो दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा ट्रेडिंग सेंटर है। और आज तक एक कमी थी इंडिया भारत के अंदर कि अपने यहाँ अच्छा इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर नहीं है, लेकिन हम आज दावा के साथ कह सकते हैं कि दुबई और अमेरिका से भी अच्छा कंस्ट्रक्शन और लुक वाइज या इंटीरियर फैसिलिटी के वाइज ये बिल्डिंग दुनिया का सबसे अच्छा बिल्डिंग ट्रेडिंग के लिए है। और जो फ्यूचर है डायमंड इंडस्ट्री का, आज हम देखें तो 1960 से कंटिन्यूटी कट एंड पॉलिश का कारोबार यहाँ हो रहा है और इसमें ग्रोथ ही देख रहे हैं हम। और ग्रोथ जो पहले कम था, आज हम 42 बिलियन तक हमारा एक्सपोर्ट बढ़ गया था, लेकिन इंटरनेशनल मार्केट के कारण कभी माइनस और डाउन होता है और फिर से वो प्लस हो जाता है।
All heads turned to India when its Prime Minister, Narendra Modi, presented a 7.5-carat green diamond to the U.S. First Lady, Jill Biden, during a state visit last year. What was so special about this diamond? And why was it called green? To answer this, let's visit Green Labs in Surat, a facility that produces diamonds at a cost of about 1/10 of the rough diamonds imported to India from the big mines of Russia, Canada, and in many African nations. In a stride towards sustainability and reducing India's carbon footprint, Green Labs is revolutionizing the industry with its diamonds. These are all produced, cut, and polished under one roof. The diamonds produced in the Green Lab facility showcase the chemical and optical properties same as earth mine diamonds and emit a meager amount of 0.02 grams of carbon per carat. The prestigious International Gemological Institute has certified these diamonds on 4 C's: cut, color, carat, and clarity. Sanket Patel, director at Green Labs, claims their facility to be the largest exporter of lab-grown diamonds in India, with a production of over 2 lakh carats a month.
Green Lab, we have one of the largest facilities in the world, as we are the largest exporter of lab-grown diamonds, which is CVD lab-grown diamonds throughout India. And we hold a capacity of more than 250,000 carats of rough every month and more than 100,000 carat of polish that we export and supply to the Indian market.
Lab-grown diamonds are gaining popularity globally due to their affordability and ethical appeal. The global market shares of lab-grown gems surged from 3.5% in 2018 to 18.5% in 2023. Industry analysts predict that this share will likely exceed 20% in the year 2024 to 2025. Recognizing the immense potential in the sector, the Indian diamond industry is anticipating a much larger growth in coming years.
आज एक नई अपॉर्चुनिटी क्रिएट हुई है, क्योंकि नेचुरल डायमंड के अंदर हम 100% रॉ मटेरियल इंपोर्ट करते हैं और उसका कट एंड पॉलिश लेबर करके प्लस करके हम एक्सपोर्ट कर देते हैं। लेकिन ये CVD डायमंड के कारण आज हम रफ भी हम प्रोडक्शन करेंगे, कट एंड पॉलिश भी हम बनाएंगे और ज्वेलरी भी हम बनाएंगे। तो मेक इन इंडिया का जो कॉन्सेप्ट है प्रधानमंत्री जी का, वो 100% इसमें सेट होता है और फिट भी होता है।
Given the rising demand and penetration of lab-grown diamonds in the Indian and international markets, Green Labs sense an acceptance of their product prevailing among its business partners and clients.
People have been comfortable buying lab-grown diamonds now. When we see mined diamonds, the ratio of purchasing of mined diamonds was probably 3 to 4%, roughly about, exactly I couldn't say, but 3 to 4% worldwide. And what we predict with lab-grown diamond is penetrating more than 10 to 15% of the world's population. So obviously this diamond is going to be for a long time, and it's the same thing, and people are going to be wearing it much more often.
The bustling diamond industry of Surat is ushering into a new sector of lab-grown diamonds. Merchants dealing in mined diamonds do not see the lab-grown diamond industry as a market disruptor, but rather as a parallel industry that complements the traditional diamond cutting and polishing businesses in Surat. Be it lab-grown diamonds or mined diamonds, the skilled artisans of Surat ensure immaculate work and will continue
Investing without research is like driving blindfolded. Introducing Motilal Oswal Research 360. 35 years of Motilal Oswal's equity expertise, now in a single app. That too for free. Download now. Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.
Circle it. Circle, you let me circle it. I can find anything if I circle it, so let me circle it.
of Uttarakhand, a unique startup called Himalayan Heart is breaking ground. Founded by a local woman, this venture specializes in organic food processing with operations entirely managed by rural women. Discover how it's not only providing pure and clean products but also fostering self-reliance among rural women.
Meet Divya Chaufin from Puri Garhwal in Uttarakhand, who's empowered rural women through her venture, Himalayan Heart. Leaving her job, Divya and her mother started the social enterprise in 2014. They cultivate various fruits, vegetables, herbs, and dry fruits on their land. These undergo processing to make juice concentrates, sauces, jams, and herbal teas, distributed nationwide. What makes this venture unique is that all processing tasks are carried out exclusively by rural women. From harvesting fruits in the fields to cutting, chopping, kitchen work, and packaging the finished products, women are involved in every step of the process.
So Himalayan Heart, we've been doing it now 2014, 10 years, and our whole intention has been to reach out to as many women. So we have about 13-14 core women, and then when the season is more for some fruit or something, then we have additional women who join us, 8 or 7, sometimes 10. So basically.
All products at Himalayan Heart are handmade and free from additives, colors, chemicals, and preservatives. In the processing unit's kitchen, where all goods are prepared, stringent cleanliness is maintained, and items are packaged in glass bottles. These products, ranging from $2 to $6, are directly distributed to customers and retailers across India. With an annual turnover of $42,000 to $45,000, Divya is considering exporting natural products into the international market.
What we do is we make preserves, and we do not use any artificial ingredients, preservatives, colors, nothing. We use organic khand, which is raw sugar, and we are making preserves, chutneys, we make pasta sauce, we make herbal teas, different herbal blends from the produce, we do seasoning salts, we make vinegars. So basically the idea is how can we preserve the produce in a way that has good shelf life, and we can we can bottle it and ship it. So right now we are shipping pan India basically, all from our farm in Puri.
Around 14 to 15 local women work here, each committing 4 to 5 hours daily. They work harmoniously as a team and earn a decent monthly income, supporting their families. In remote hilly regions, job opportunities are scarce, making Himalayan Heart a vital source of employment for these rural women.
मेरा काम यहाँ माल्टा, जैम, ये सब कटिंग फटिंग का है, और मुझे यहाँ के बहुत फ़ायदा हुआ. मैं यहाँ आके अपने बच्चों के लिए अच्छा वो कर रही हूँ. रोज़गार अच्छा है मेरा, बच्चों के लिए हर इच्छाएं पूरी हो सकती है यहाँ के रोज़गार से.
अच्छा कमाई हो जाती है. हमारे मैम लोगों ने हमारे बारे में बहुत कुछ सोच रखा है, तो उन्होंने बहुत लेडीज़ों का रोज़गार खोल रखा है यहाँ पर. ये बहुत अच्छा कर रखा है उन लोगों ने हमारे लिए. बस हमें यही खुशी है बस कि हमारे बीच में रोज़गार नहीं था, और हमारी मैम ने हमारे लेडीज़ों के बारे में इतना अच्छा सोचा है कि 15-20 लेडीज़ों को काम दे रखा है. बस हमें इतनी खुशी है.
Working at Himalayan Heart has changed Deepa's life. Previously burdened by unemployment and family issues, she can now afford her children's education and manage household expenses as well.
मैं हिमालयन हार्ट में काम करती हूँ. मुझे वहाँ 6 साल हो गए. 6 साल से वहाँ काम करती हूँ. बहुत अच्छा लगता है वहाँ काम करने में, और जो कुछ भी है वहाँ से थोड़ा बहुत पढ़ाई, बच्चों को भी मदद मिल जाती है, जो मेरा अपना खर्चा है घर का.
Divya Chaufin and her venture exemplify how courage, perseverance, and organization can help us achieve our dreams while also uplifting others. Through Himalayan Hut, Divya has not only become self-reliant, but has also brought about a significant change in the lives of.
Hello guys, 823 Rummy लेकर आया है एक ब्लॉकबस्टर ऑफर जहां पर आपको मिलता है इंस्टेंट वेलकम बोनस और ये ऑफर सिर्फ 823 Rummy पर है, तो देर किस बात की, डाउनलोड 823 Rummy और जीते लाखों के इनाम।
इस खेल में आदत लगना या आर्थिक जोखिम संभव है, जिम्मेदारी से खेलें।
As the Indian fashion industry grows up, it is ready to shine worldwide, showcasing its rich heritage and modern style. Top designers are getting famous globally by blending old techniques with new ideas. See how Indian fashion is mixing tradition with today's trends, putting our designers in the global spotlight.
India shines in the global fashion scene with vibrant colors, intricate embroideries, and a rich textile heritage. The thriving Indian fashion industry captivates audiences worldwide with its mesmerizing collections built on heritage, but ever evolving, and consequently leaving a mark on the global stage. Notable Indian designers like Rahul Mishra blend traditional techniques with modern aesthetics, gaining international acclaim and gracing the runways of fashion capitals. Mishra's innovative designs are celebrated in global fashion magazines and worn by international celebrities at prominent events worldwide, including the Met Gala and Cannes Film Festival.
As a brand, it has been almost like 10 years for us to showcase, and we have done Paris Fashion Week ready-to-wear collection since 2014, and then since after our Woolmark Prize win, and then we are doing now this 10th season for us to do Haute Couture Week, which started from 2020 January. So I would really say, like, if I was not from India, nothing would have been possible. I think every part of the brand or everything what we do today is because of the beautiful craftsmanship or thousands of skilled people who work towards it. Although, the brand is not just my personal brand, I always say this. It's almost like a community brand, which is created by a community of artisans, people who work on it.
With increasing demand globally, many Indian designers are set to shine on the world's runways. Amit Agarwal is celebrated for his innovative designs, blending traditional craftsmanship with modern techniques. His collections debut at prestigious events like India Couture Week and Lakme Fashion Week, featuring elaborate gowns, lehengas, and saris. The meticulous work invested in each garment is no surprise to those familiar with the Indian fashion industry.
I think for me the most important aspect of showing something internationally is that it's still rooted in India. The crafts, the skill set that we have, and the materials that we use and the fabrics that we create. But I also feel what's very important for me is that for me, India is not just about traditional craftsmanship. India is as much a forerunner in thinking out of the box, creating something relevant and new in modern times. And I think my work is a representation of what India truly represents, the culture that it has and it has been today.
The haute couture sector, known for its exclusive high-end garments, has seen notable growth. Valued at $1.4726 billion USD in 2021, the industry is projected to reach $1.34566 billion USD by 2028, with a compound annual growth rate of 2.3%. Indian designers are gaining recognition in haute couture, benefiting from India's robust textile and apparel industry. The Fashion Design Council of India, FDCI, nurtures talent, offers platforms for showcasing work, and promotes India's rich fashion heritage globally.
India is the flavor all over the world in so many different things, but where it comes to fashion, this is a very recent change that we are seeing. And I, for one, am really proud that this change is taking place. For example, you know, our people are now regularly taking part in not only in different fashion weeks around the world, they are also taking part in various trade shows, be it in Paris, be it in London, be it in Milan, or even in New York or Los Angeles for that matter. So I am happy that a very wide spectrum of people are going all over from India, and we are suddenly we've become more prominent as a nation of designers who are participating.
Indian designers are making waves globally, infusing their culture into international platforms. From New York to Paris, London to Milan, the fusion of tradition and modernity in Indian fashion captivates audiences and critics alike. With India's robust economic foundation and growing middle class, the fashion industry is poised to become more organized and profitable in coming years.
Indian fashion seamlessly blends tradition and innovation, captivating global audiences and redefining contemporary style. That's all we have on today's show, but we will see you next week at the same time. Till then, goodbye and take care.
Portions of Seattle Refined are sponsored by the Edmonds Arts Festival and the Pike Place Market Foundation. Today in Refined, it's one of the biggest events in the Northwest.
Just to be able to talk to somebody who's connected with something you've painted is a really powerful thing.
A sneak peek at the Edmonds Art Festival taking place this Father's Day weekend. Plus, a party at Pike Place Market.
Everyone's dressed up, you know, in their gusseted outfits, and it's just a party in the middle of summer, and in the middle of Seattle.
Where you can sip and savor your way through the historic part of Seattle. And in today's Gardening with Gard, how to make the most out of mulch. Seattle Refined starts now. Hi everybody, welcome to Seattle Refined. I'm Gard Swanson. It is one of the largest arts festivals on the West Coast. The Edmonds Art Festival is happening this Father's Day weekend, and it attracts artists from across the nation. These folks are talented, but the best part, it's fun for the entire family. It's a creative community in the heart of Edmonds. Home to galleries, museums, and studios, this vibrant city is known for supporting the arts. And one special weekend every year, that support is on full display with the Edmonds Arts Festival.
The festival's amazing because I have so many people come out and they'll come to the booth and just say, hey, I've been following you for 2 years and I love your art, or hey, I have your art, and I've never met them before.
Heidi Farina is just one of many artists featured at the festival. In fact, there will be more than 200 booth artists outside on the field. Guests can also visit the galleries inside the Francis Anderson Center to explore juried art from more than 500 artists. And not only is Heidi showcasing her work, she's this year's poster artist. Her inspiration is the beauty of the Northwest.
Rainier is kind of an ever-present mountain in my life, but also When my kid was, she's 3 now, when she was between 6 months and 2 years, we would routinely go hiking just to get her out into the mountains, and she would be in my pack. And this is an area we'd go all the time. We'd go to Paradise up on Rainier, and the wildflowers were just amazing. So this one is near and dear to my heart. It's Edmonds, and also I spend a huge amount of time down on the water, in particular in Ballard and in Edmonds on the low tide days.
And it almost looks like the water's moving too.
Yeah, and so yeah, I love those days where you get kind of the stormy weather breaking, and you get the giant waves rolling in, and you get Mount Baker glowing. And so this was from a sunset night over there off of Edmonds beaches.
Heidi says the Edmonds Arts Festival is the perfect way to connect with the community.
Just to be able to talk to somebody who's connected with something you've painted is a really powerful thing. I also think, for me personally, I live paint during the festival, and I think a lot of people don't necessarily get to see artists in process. And so that's a really fun thing, is to be able to just stand up, put an easel up, and paint, and let people see how you do that.
It's not just visual arts at the festival. There's also performing arts with music, dance, and theater performances. But the best part may be that kids create activities. From toddlers to teens, kids can explore their own creativity with hands-on crafts.
It is the best way to volunteer. I cannot tell you, I love watching kids. And this year we're going to be doing a little bit more guided art rather than just free-form, slap some stuff, paint on a paper. We're going to be doing some printmaking, but they have absolute confidence. They are artists, and we just get to, play around with them. The Kids Crate isn't about so much teaching art. It's just about helping foster their own creativity and their own artwork.
But no matter your age, you are sure to be inspired at this year's Edmonds Arts Festival.
I hope it brings them joy.
I really believe that with my whole heart, that when you come and you experience art, you can see yourself maybe a little bit in it as well, so that you can maybe, be expressive on your own by yourself, or learn to appreciate art that you might not have had an opportunity before.
The Edmonds Arts Festival takes place this Father's Day weekend, Friday, June 14th through Sunday, June 16th. Admission is free. Any proceeds go to the Edmonds Arts Festival Foundation, which provides scholarships and classroom and community grants. To learn more, head to edmondsartsfestival.com. There is no shortage of events in Seattle this summer, and that includes one of the biggest parties of the year. The Sunset Supper at Pike Place Market lets you sip and sample your way through the historic area. For a sneak peek, here's Brandon Bernstead.
It's a party unlike any other. A summer